Let's talk about healing ankylosing spondylitis naturally. There's no reason to be in pain anymore. I had this condition and I'm totally pain-free, and you can be too.
Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist, get healthy now.
Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Let's talk about healing ankylosing spondylitis naturally. I had a lot of bad back conditions over the years. I have 3 collapsed discs in my back, 2 fused vertebrae when I broke my back when I was 16, but now I have no pain whatsoever. I mean, absolutely none. I can bend over, give the dogs a kiss. They're short dogs. And absolutely no problem whatsoever. Bend down, crouch down, roll around. Absolutely no pain. And at one time, I had pain so bad, I was crawling from the back bedroom, our master bedroom, all the way to the car, screaming with every movement I made in pain. And it was freaking my wife out, I'm telling you, until we go to the doctor, emergency room and get a shot. And that was many years ago. And I know a lot of you are probably in that same place, and there's no reason for it whatsoever. It is a buildup of bone around the spine itself, and inflammation going on in all the spine, the joints, and just major inflammation in the body. And I feel this is an autoimmune disease since I've been there, done that, and returned from the from the dead, basically. I know that this can be healed completely. And one of the first things I recommend is one of my favorite brands, also Boswellia. And taking Boswellia can make a huge difference in getting rid of the pain. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory, comes from the frankincense tree, and helps to get rid of inflammation. I recommend taking 400 milligram capsules, about 3 or 4 of them, AM and PM. And that will really do a good job of getting rid of the pain and inflammation in general. But this is not the whole thing. This is the whole process, and you got to really listen to everything I'm talking about till the end, because it's all works together. Because I know I've been there. Also, Devil's Claw, which is great for pain, really works great. This is a shrub that grows in the northwest and north. In Canada and Washington, Oregon, different places like that where it's really kind of wet. Does a great job of getting rid of pain. Highly recommend it. A natural painkiller in general. Cramp bark, which is another one, helps to get rid of the spasms and also helps to get rid of the inflammation. Cramp bark, which is a really great agent. Really great if you have muscle spasms of any kind. And a lot of times when you have back pain, you have a lot of muscle spasms going on. So this helps to really get rid of those spasms in general. Also, wild yam is another one. University studies show that does a great job of getting rid of inflammation in the body. Now, of course, white willow bark or good old aspirin, which is another one. And I like the enteric coated ones because they don't bother your stomach. And aspirins are really good for, that is probably my go-to anti-inflammatory for the most part for average aches and pains and working out pains and stuff like that. I think it really works well. Also, marshmallow root helps with inflammation also. I think it's really good. And so there's a lot of different things that will help to get rid of inflammation. But one of the most important things of all is to stop eating the animal products. Beef, no lamb, no chicken, no turkey, no fish, no seafood, no dairy products, no eggs, no milk, no cheese, no yogurt, all this stuff, all the butter, everything needs to go away. I found that was a major problem. And when I work with people doing consultations, I have them go off of all those things. And amazingly, their pain starts to disappear. So these animal products contain about 12 different toxins like TMAO and heme iron and about a whole bunch more in the proteins themselves. So really not good. Also, there's Turmeric, which is a great anti-inflammatory, that does a great job for a lot of different things, and I highly recommend it. I recommend taking 1,200 milligrams once a day. It really does a great job doing that. Anywhere from 3 to 7 days a week, depending on what you do. And it really does a great job. Also, ginger is really good. I tend to be a person who's hot all the time. I don't take ginger myself because it makes me hotter, and we live in a hot place. So I try to take cooling herbs, but if you're a person like my wife who's always cold, then you need to take ginger, and that way it'll help you with your inflammation also. Another one is guggle, and this is an herb which does a really great job of getting rid of inflammation and also lowering cholesterol too at the same time. So allow yourself to try some guggle. Also, ashwagandha, I have it up here in a big bottle. It does a great job. Also helps with the stress that goes along with the inflammation process of this. Because it's stressful being in pain. There's no doubt about that. And if you're in pain, you are in a stressful situation. So allow yourself to try some ashwagandha. That also helps with balancing the body, and it's an adaptogen. It helps to get rid of stress. Also helps to get rid of the inflammation in the body. Really great stuff. Also, omega-3, plant-based omega-3 oils will also help in a great way. I highly recommend that for inflammation. Also, vitamin E is really good to help with inflammation in general. And now here's a really important thing. Green juices. Green juices, like we take parsley, we take kale, we could take romaine lettuce, arugula, all kinds of greens, and put them through the juicer. And also cucumber, maybe a little carrot in there and a little apple in there for sweetness, and you have a really great juice. Drink it within 20 minutes of making it because those live enzymes are in there, and that really helps with the inflammation. Also, we have a special spinach that grows in the yard, really great for helping with inflammation too. Spinach is great in general for inflammation. Also, like I said, tart cherry juice will help with inflammation and the pain in general too. And also some things like figs will help with pain. Alfalfa capsules will help with that too. Alfalfa tea, broccoli, all kinds of greens. Sweet potatoes actually help in general. Also, lettuce and cabbage. Cabbage is great, especially for the stomach for inflammation. It really is amazing, and also helps to get rid of excess. It's a diuretic, help get rid of excess water at the same time. Good old spirulina, which is and chlorella. My favorite is chlorella. I love this stuff. There's no doubt about it. I take 3,000 milligrams every single morning, and I highly, highly recommend it. It really is amazing stuff. Also, you can try ginseng for you if you like. Sometimes that works for some people for inflammation. Ganoderma, also another mushroom, which will help. Shiitake mushrooms also. Astragalus root can help also with the inflammation. Echinacea, garlic, cat's claw also in a short duration, no more than 10 days. Highly recommend that too. Most of all, it's really getting rid of the animal products. That's really the most important one. And doing the green juicing, I think it's really important. Also doing probiotics. I would recommend taking a probiotic capsule that has anywhere from 8 to 16 different types of good bacteria in it. And taking that a lot. Taking that like 3 or 4 capsules 3 or 4 times a day. And you can take that for about 30 days. And then you're going to cut down to, a few capsules weekly. But that's really important for boosting up your immune system to help fight off this inflammatory autoimmune process that's going on. Also, stay away from wheat, spelt, rye, and barley. Wheat, spelt, rye, and barley. They're all in the same family. Also, lots of inflammation-causing agents in them, especially now with wheat in the United States. I am gluten intolerant. I can go to Europe and go to like Germany. Their incidence of gluten intolerance is 0.2, which is hardly anything. Here in the United States, it's somewhere between 16 and 30%. And luckily, we have a bakery that imports all their wheat from Italy, and I can eat that wheat, so not a problem whatsoever. So stay away from the wheat and related products. They're really not good for inflammation. Also, if you have celiac disease and you're eating wheat of any kind, boy, this is going to cause inflammation and start this ankylosing spondylitis in your body, and that's not going to be good. And so you got to stay away from wheat in general. Really not good. Also, soda is a monster. There's no doubt about that. Try to stay away from soda. It's just really not good for the body. Also, alcohol. Also, it kills off the probiotics and it starts inflammation in the body. Also, fast food, processed food, artificial colors, artificial sweeteners, artificial anything, not good in the body. It will start inflammation. And unnecessary antibiotics, artificial flavorings, preservatives, food additives, and nitrates also really not good. Also salt, too much salt that causes inflammation. Eat something that's really salty and see how your joints feel later. You're going to have a little bit of ouchiness going on. So you want to make sure you start, cutting back on the salt. You need salt, but too much is really not good. Also causes hardening of the arteries, not good. Highly fat food, high fat food. If you're eating a lot of high-fat food, not good for inflammation. Start cutting back on a lot of fats. We need very little fat. We need some fat, but not much. Eat a little coconut once in a while. Eat a little bit of olives once in a while. Eat a few nuts once in a while, but that's it. We don't need that many fats. We need a little bit, and that'll go a long way. Also, stay away from the dairy products. Man, the dairy products are really bad, causing inflammation in the body. And now we have direct correlation to them actually causing cancer. Absolutely positively. We have 12,000 doctors, MDs in the United States actually saying that we want warning labels. They're directing this to the FDA. We want warning labels just like on cigarettes that, dairy products cause cancer. So, wow, that's what they're petitioning about. Try to eat, organic food because all those chemicals in our food are not good. The average potato, 32 chemicals. Average parsley, over 40 chemicals. Really not good. I know potato farmers that won't eat their own potatoes. So you got to make sure you eat organic. Grow your own organic. If you live in a particular state, maybe Illinois, Google organic farmers, Illinois. And a whole bunch of organic farmers will come up and then contact a few and see which ones will deliver to you. And you're going to save money. It's going to cost you less than regular food in the market. So you're going to save money and get healthy too. Eat veggies, really good for alkalizing. Fruits, organic, really good. Oh, and now we know fruits actually prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. Also, a few of the grains that I recommend, like buckwheat, quinoa, fonio, a few of the other ones that I've gone over before, really great. Beans of all kinds. I'm a bean fiend. There's no doubt about that. We have 10 cases of beans sitting in my office right here because we have nowhere else to put them. All organic, of course. Really good stuff. Great for the body. Lots of water. You got to drink at least 80 ounces. I drink twice that much every day. Also, detoxing of the body is really, really, really important. I recommend taking 800 milligrams of milk thistle, 800 milligrams of burdock root, and 800 milligrams of dandelion root also. And those three together, take that on the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month, and you're going to be good for detoxing your liver in general. Also, chelation therapy for getting rid of heavy metals, and we live in a heavy metal toxic world now. So I have talked about that with DMSA and other ways, EDTA and different ways to get rid of heavy metals in your body also. And just about everybody has them now. Also, coffee enemas are great for detoxing the liver. And I've got a video about that, and you can watch that. And that is the premier way of getting rid of toxins in your body. Also, I highly recommend going to see a Chinese doctor. I have a good one, Dr. Frank, in New York. We usually go every year because of what's going on right now. I might not make it, but I hope that we will make it in November. And we've been going every year, and I just love Dr. Frank. He's a great man. And it helped that I've had a lot of people I've taken with stage 4 liver disease to him. And we got him on my diet and his teas, and boy, they were doing great. Totally went back to normal. Also, exercise is important when you have a spondylitis in general. I really think it's important. You got to walk, you got to swim, you got to bike, you got to weight train. You know, even regular arthritis, you got to weight train. There's no doubt about it. The pain in general gets better. Also, yoga is great for flexibility. I think yoga is a wonderful exercise. Also, meditation is really good for loosening up the mind. You got to loosen the body. You got to loosen the mind a little bit too. And we now know that actually we can go into a deep, deep, deep state, which is really amazingly healing and change actual disease processes in our body. Even Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this. And you go into beta, which I am now, and the alpha, just relaxation state, theta, which is dream state, deep delta, which is restorative sleep. Then you get into gamma, which is a excitation type of state, which is deeper than deep delta, and that's where you're going to do healing the body in an amazing way. So we have a lot of different ways to help with this disease of ankylosing spondylitis, which is amazingly painful. I'm telling you, I've been there, done that. If you want to get a hold of me, try all my contact information at the end of the video here. And also, if you click on show more, my contact information is down there. I ask for a $50 donation and do a consultation, and we'll get you on the road to becoming extremely healthy like me. I just did 200 kettlebell squats with that. I mean, I'm feeling great, and you can too. Let's get rid of your diabetes. Let's get rid of your chronic arthritis. Let's get rid of your rheumatoid arthritis. Let's get rid of all these terrible MS. Let's get rid of all these, sickle cell anemia. I've had all these things happen, people go into remission. So let's do this, and you can do it too. Also, if you want to live a longer life, read my new book, Live a Cancer-Free Life. And you can find it on Amazon, and change your life forever and not be a statistic anymore. We can lower your chances by 1,000% of coming down with cancer. So make a big difference. This is a short read. It's not that big a deal to read. You could probably read this in an hour or less, or, a couple chapters here and there, and you're going to be doing yourself a favor because, we have 3 out of 5 people coming down with cancer, and it's moving towards 4 out of 5. So let's change that possibility, and let's live a long, happy, healthy, extremely healthy life. Remember a couple things. Remember God, and remember, I love you.